Hey guys, what's up, man? How y'all been? It's been some time. You know what it is? It's your boy, Coach K. I know usually I'd be hailing up my guy, Coach Derwin, and we would get to that yapping and everything that y'all used to. But as you guys know, we're in different times, and these times call for a different measure. So I'm here by myself. Just to let you guys know that we're definitely on our way of working on ways to give you guys content still, by keeping our show true to what it is. So, we're doing things a little different. With that being said, we do plan on still giving out some great content, and not only just us talking and debating and fighting each other all the time, but we're definitely gonna plan on giving you guys content that's even from players, different players that have played in the area, some of the top players that played for the OSBA championships a couple weeks ago that we got the privilege to go and actually videotape and watch, thanks to Make It Whoop. Make a Whoop. Y'all need to check that IG account out, especially if you're a female baller and you're trying to help get your game to another level. Make a Whoop will help you get there. Coach Rumi, she's definitely the right person to contact. She helps players, get to a high level. She's played pro overseas, played Division I in the States, so she definitely knows what she's talking about. So again, if you're a girl or guy, either or, hit her up. She will help your game get better, and trust me, you'll be a pro player. Without a doubt. All right. With that being said, I'm not gonna talk all the time like this. Earlier we did a live with the Extra Step account in my account, so you guys can follow our Extra Step account at Extra Step Show. All right, on Instagram, and you can follow Coach Derwin. All right, that's Coach DERWIN. You can follow him on IG, and you can follow me, of course, on IG. I'm almost at 1,000 followers, so if you guys can follow me, that'll be super great. All right, follow me at Coach K Pilgrim on Instagram, and you can watch our content from there, and kind of see our daily routines and what we're doing during this quarantine, as we will be putting out more content soon. But with all that being said, I'm gonna stop my talking. I'm gonna let you guys take in our last clip that we made together before the quarantine happened. So we were having a couple of conversations about Giannis, a couple of other things in the league that was happening, and we did like a Carter series. We were planning to do the Carter series, but again, unfortunately, the Corona time has decided to have its own type of time, and we had to put that to an end. So from now on, I might just introduce you guys from here, or we'll figure out something again how we can give you guys the content that we want to give. But other than that, please tune in, take in this nice clip that we recorded before all this madness happened, and let us know. Put any comment, put anything in the comments. Let us know what we need to improve. Give us some great ideas on what we can do. If you're looking for a sponsorship, we're definitely looking to help you. Anything. We're trying to make sure that we can put out the best content out there for you guys and improve this channel, and get Extra Step to where it needs to be. So once this is all done, we're ready out the gate, ready to do all more. We're about to take over the world, baby. So tune in, guys. All right. It's your boy K. You know what it is, baby.
They moved on from Monte Ellis, didn't they?
They did, but Monte Ellis.
Okay, so they moved on from Monte Ellis, then put around the team around Giannis. After that, who's been their best player? Chris Middleton is not your second best player.
Okay, no, you're right.
We seen that yesterday, fam. That game, this guy was bringing up the ball, trying to set up an offense, and all he was doing was just straight. I swear to God, out of 5 possessions where he brought up the ball, he had 3 of them where he took the screen, pull up. Take the screen, pull up. Take the screen, pull up. I'm like, bro, take it in or something. You know what I mean?
But he's a shooter.
I get it. But he's a catch and shoot. He's deadly.
This has been the problem for Milwaukee, fam. It's as simple as this. You can't have a team built around Giannis and not have a guy that can create his own shot. You can't. You can have shooters around him, but you need a guy that can create his own shot. Bradley Beal would be perfect.
Yo, Bradley Beal would be. I don't know this. So much sun in my eyes. I don't know. You can't really see me.
It's too much sun, and then when I don't have the sun, you can barely see my face. Yeah, how black am I?
We're so dark. That's the problem.
That's okay. We'll just continue it.
But yeah, no. Bradley Beal and Giannis together would be absolutely.
That'd be beautiful. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know what you can say about that, but.
Nah, it would work because honestly, now when Giannis is struggling in the fourth quarter to get his own shot.
Bradley Beal. And then also, like, I don't know what their point guard situation is because Middleton brought up the ball up. But, yo, give that role to Bradley Beal. He likes to bring up the ball, set up the offense.
Yeah.
The ball will actually get swung instead of guys just watching Chris Middleton do, like, 3 pull-ups in a row. Right?
1 pull-up. 2
Bro,
pull-up.
like, I was watching
3
it, I was
pull-up.
like, bro, pass the ball, clank, clank, clank.
But
This
that's
guy's
their
just
offense.
building a house of bricks, fam.
Dante deep.
Yeah, white Dante's like
That
their,
guy's a baller.
he's like their second best scorer. That's
Yo,
embarrassing,
since
bro.
Villanova days, I'll repeat it again. Since Villanova days, I've been calling saying this guy's gonna be a problem. This guy was a top pick as a 6th man. How you were like a top first round pick as a 6th man? Like, think about that. As soon as he came to Marquee, he's been a problem.
No, but like he wasn't a top pick for them.
Nah, like he was their first rounder, but like he was
He was in like
I think
the
like in between the
teens.
15 to 20.
Yeah, he got drafted in the teams.
Regardless, that's
But
a
yeah,
steal.
for a 4-year player for sure.
Like, that's
But that's what I think Milwaukee was going for. They were going for somebody that they could use right away. They're not obviously not in a rebuild with having a player like Giannis, so they have to have that win now mentality. So
Facts.
you're gonna get guys that are ready to go in the league, like Norman Powell. Like as much as shit we talked about, his first year was until now has been still his best year
Oh, yeah.
because he was a 4-year player. Came out.
is
and
his
he-
contract up this year?
No, he didn't he sign the next one.
No. He signed one, but like it was after when?
All right, let's look it up.
2016. But I'll say this about Norman, and I said it early in the year. Like, if this man could average 15 a game, the Raptors then know they have their starting
Yeah,
shooter
yeah,
in the
no,
future,
for
right?
sure, for sure.
Because that's been the issue when you have a guy like Kyle Lowry, Freddie, and Norman as your backcourt. Kyle Lowry's the guy that's like he should be trending now, and he's still balling. But when he's done, you eventually need a guy that can step in and be that guy that's been in the
Because like
system.
having a 3-man rotation at the 2-guard position works out perfectly because then you still have two guys at the point guard
Yeah.
situation when Freddie's healthy. But the way Norman's been balling, it's a shot. That's what's been falling, and you can just see how it's so he's so solid. Like he just looks like a completely different player. But I don't know. That's what I saw in his first year. His first year, I guess he was hitting a lot of his shots and he was playing really well. Obviously, defense has been there since day one, but
Nah, I hear that. Like,
sorry, I'm just looking up the Norman.
yeah, please, yo, we gotta find that out. Like with him, it's just having that understanding. Like, yo, you can just go play ball, and I know we heard things about how he wasn't
signed
happy how he was being used by Nick Nurse before.
He signed a 4-year deal.
when
And he'll be with the team at the 2022 until the 2022 free agency class.
makes sense.
So the year after Giannis is basically.
So they got him
Yo,
locked down.
Toronto might have a problem with the Giannis thing. I was just thinking about it the other day.
What's up?
So okay, so they have two max contract sheets that they can give, right, or 2 contracts, whatever the case is, and then they would still be like, I know how MLSE is. They're not going to go into luxury tax, or if they do, it's not too much. Like, look at their years. Even when they won the championship last year, they didn't go into luxury tax.
That's facts.
And if they do, they go into just like a little bit. They don't want to be like a high paying team, whatever the case is. So, Terrence Davis, if you watch the Golden State game, I don't know if you watched the Golden State
I was
game.
watching. What's up?
Bro, it was I lost for words, yo. When he threw that down on Marquise Chris, I was done. I literally had to go hide behind my couch because I was like, that's disgusting. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I was watching it on fucking TNT, and it was Reggie. So of course I was like, yo, I gotta watch Reggie. This guy didn't say
Reggie.
click. Where's I was like, bro, his man poster Marquise Chris. You're not gonna give him that.
No,
But
he probably changed
regardless,
his ways, but,
so
yeah.
going back to the conversation, so obviously Freddie's a free agent this year, so you're giving him close to max because he's balling out like it, especially what happens in the playoffs.
Yeah.
We still have Kyle Lowry until next year. We're good with OG. We're good with Matt Thomas. We're good with Stanley Johnson.
No.
We're good with
Send
DeJuan.
that guy
Like,
out of here.
yeah. So we gotta trade Stanley Johnson. So Rondé can walk this year if he wants.
Didn't you say? I have to remind everybody.
Bro, like, okay,
yo, you have to own up to it.
You're gonna own. Okay, first of all, I'm pretty sure we talked about this first. And second of all, are you gonna hold one little thing that I said for the rest of my life? All right, say less.
I'm gonna
bro.
hold it for the rest of 2020 season.
So every time that you say something, and I'm gonna hold it for the rest of it. I'm gonna write it down.
Okay, not for the rest of the life, but for the
in a
season.
notebook,
For the
and I'll be like,
season.
Bro,
first
I just took
season.
a guess. Like, Stanley Johnson was gonna look like a good player. It's not
I
my.
just find it hilarious.
It's not my fault. He
I-
wears those
No,
glasses
but
that he
I
can't
tried
see
to warn
shit
you.
on,
I
bro.
tried to warn you, and I tried to warn the rest of the world. I understand Stanley Johnson, big pickup. He'll help make up for the loss of Kawhi. Boo! Like was never gonna happen with him because the problem that he's had. And listen, this has probably been his best performance
No,
since
he's
after
garbage.
his rookie year. All right, since after his rookie year, this has probably been the best he's been, and he's still not getting minutes. So that says a lot about the man. But his game it just couldn't change to the NBA style. That's the problem. He
No,
was a
you know what
college
it
player.
is? He's a scorer. Or a wannabe scorer. So
Yeah, he's
he
a
needs
wannabe
the ball.
scorer.
Like, when he plays on the third line, yeah, he's looking to score because there's nobody really on the third line.
That's what you want to do. on
What
the
you
third
want him to
line.
do, but he can't score. like Nick Nurse looks at him like, yo, what are you doing? You can't even, bro. Imagine like his shots nice-ish.
Yeah.
Like he barely jumps. It looks really weird to be honest. When he jumps,
Right.
he doesn't even look like he jumps really. But when he's open, he hits. But when he's contested, there's no guarantee. There's no question.
Honestly, man, like I can't stand that guy. I can't stand the players.
Okay,
sometimes.
so
Can't. So,
what are we gonna do with Giannis then? How are we gonna offer him? Because we have TD, we have Mark. We're gonna lose we're gonna
That's
lose
why I said you
Serge.
can't
Like,
stand the players. They just some guys
so
just gotta go.
yo, you gotta re-sign Terrence Davis. Like I don't see how you walk away from him. He's had such a great rookie
If I'm
year.
gonna get Giannis, I say goodbye.
But we're not getting Giannis next year. Like this offseason, you're gonna have to wait till next season. So
What happens when you want to get the best player in the league? It's just the reality. Sometimes you got to take your losses somewhere. The Raptors ain't gonna bring back everyone. Like Freddie's a must because you need him in order
to
for
attract
it to work,
Giannis.
right? Like Kyle Lowry's the guy that works out because when his contract ends out, like that big chunk is perfect. And once Ibaka a free agent this year,
This year.
I mean, if you can sign him back to a cheaper deal and Jan Gasol to a cheaper deal, that gives you another like maybe saved up 13 million right there.
But Giannis,
They'll have like 30 to 34 million in cap. I don't see where the issue is.
that would be just that one contract they would have. Then.
But that's the thing. Like, I mean, I know they have Siakam, but like, oh well, you paid Siakam a good contract. It worked out. So now they can actually go and get Giannis, give him all the money he wants, and maybe in tax, but it's worth it. You got a guy that's gonna stay for the rest of his career, with a sidekick that could get his own bucket when he wants, because his game is growing in Siakam. And then you got a guy like Freddie that's just the third general that can run the offense. He can run.
He
that
won't
shit.
even like you. As much as Freddie shoots the ball, I think like if Giannis and Pascal were to be 1 and 2, I think his shots will go down. He'd be like the Kyle Lowry. He'd be like that bulldog that goes
No.
and shows the hustle. Like no, he's a hustle guy though. Like you have to see.
He's a hustle
Freddie.
guy, but like watching him at Wichita State when he was in college.
He's a scorer,
He's a
fam.
scorer.
I ain't
He was a
saying
scorer
that,
there.
but I'm telling you, his shot's gonna go down. Giannis is gonna want to have the ball. Pascal's gonna look and be like, "Yo, give me the
That's
ball."
fine, because Freddie's already okay. Look at it this way on the team right now. Like, who's been taking the most shots? Then your top 3 guys taking the most shots.
Pascal,
Okay, that's 1.
Kyle,
Okay,
and Norman.
okay. So what's the problem?
So we're gonna lose Norman then.
No,
They're gonna trade Norman.
Norman.
To get Giannis, they're gonna have to trade Norman. That's
No,
it.
you can keep him. He just has a reduced role.
No, but then that's a lot of money. That's what I'm saying.
How much is his contract again?
47 for 4 years, so
So he's making like 10 million, maybe
12 million,
12
12, 15, 12 to 13.
I can live with that if that's my starting shooting guard. I'll be honest with you.
Okay, so what? Chris, Giannis, Pascal,
Mm-hmm.
Norman, Freddie, OG, and TD off the bench.
If you get them at a cheap cost, yeah.
Well, OG, I think we still have his contract for his rookie. So
And you have OG fam. So if I have to trade Norman away and put OG in the starting lineup, I can live with that.
yeah, no, that's fine.
Right?
It's just that OG's like I feel like Norman's his shot right now is just like wet.
That's true.
He's just
Nah, that's true. Well, okay, I have to ask this question. Cause you study some little bit of high school basketball, right?
alright.
You know a little bit. So what? If I name the play, I'm gonna name a player,
Alright.
okay? And if you watch their game, I want you to name an NBA player that they play like a comparison.
Don't ask me about James Wiseman because I think he's a new breed.
I'm not gonna ask you James Wiseman. James Wiseman's in college, first of all. I ain't gonna. I might say some college players too, but like, don't worry, I can give you guys like that. So I'm gonna give you an easy one. Elijah Fisher.
He's a new breed.
He's not a new breed. He's played like somebody already. You know
Oh
that.
yeah, don't say LeBron James.
No, I'm not saying LeBron James. Why did I say LeBron James?
Andrew Wiggins.
I mean, without a jump shot, maybe.
Who else?
Honestly, I'm gonna say his game reminds me a lot of Grant Hill
Oh Lord, like you're going back in the
from
day.
back in the day. Grant Hill, like he was just a forward that used his length, bodied his way to the rim with athleticism, scored at will, could shoot off the dime when he needs to. Like that's my comparison. I don't know about you.
I don't know. That's actually not. See, that's too far, man. Why can't we go to?
No,
this
you
era,
can go to
like-
players this era. Like, I mean, it's just easier for me because I know Grant Hill is a good player to pick. But, I mean, if it's a player this era, it's...
I mean, he doesn't have the speed that John Wall does, but he definitely the way he attacks downhill is kind of like John Wall. Like,
Yeah.
even in transition when he's attacking, I think that would be somebody I would compare him to. But I know the speed level's not there just because Elijah's only grade 9, grade 10, so
Yeah, no,
he'll obviously get to that level if he,
No, makes sense.
you'll make it though.
Yo, I think... I forgot what this is.
Yeah.
No, okay. So I think with that being said, Elijah and Crestwood. So next player I gotta ask you about. Let's see if you know this kid, Kobe Elvis. Have you ever watched him play?
Yes, I have.
Well, if you watched him, what do you think? I know for sure who.
Oh yeah?
I know for sure who. Who do you? You gotta go first though.
No. If you
Nah,
know,
nah,
listen.
brother. I just went first.
How did you go first?
I said mine before you.
I said Andrew Wiggins and LeBron James first.
Oh my god.
So technically, I went first.
All right, you did go first. All right, so I'll just say mine then. I say Kyrie Irving.
Stop it. Nah, he's not the scorer that Kyrie is. Like he's nasty. Don't get it twisted. But Kyrie's like the way Kyrie's scoring ability we can't compare to maybe just Allen because of their size, right? Kobe Lewis, we haven't seen him play at that size. Like there hasn't been that size difference. Like look how tall he is.
But I mean, like his craftiness to the rim, like just the way he gets to the rim,
so
but
many,
with more
but
athleticism.
so many basketball players use athleticism. to
Nah,
get to
but
the
this
rim.
guy's got a whole different type of jelly. He can Euro step around you. He can finish nice around the rim with either hand, no problem.
Well, I think that's how kind of top high school basketball played.
No, not all. Not Elijah.
But Elijah's been a different. He's been such an early beast. You know what I mean? He's been like people have been talking about Elijah for like last 2 years. Now there's a lot more people talking about Canadian players in general, but still Elijah's the top player like basketball players are talking about. Don't get it twisted. Like I know Kobe Elvis is nice. I know all these guys are nice. That are on their way to hopefully the NBA. But right now it still looks like because Elijah has that gift, right? He grew faster than everyone, and then
Oh, facts. I mean, when you go faster than anyone, you just get big and tall.
I mean, that's all he did. He just bodied you guys. So that's what LeBron James did for 18 years, man. Like 16, 15 years. No, 18 seasons. Literally, LeBron's been like the biggest guy on the court, and he just goes at the rim. And if you foul him, he gets a hand one. If not, he's still finishing it. And then he'll look at the ref like, bro, you should have called the hand one. Like, that's literally been LeBron's career. So we'll see what happens, man. Like, I would like to wish all these kids well, but
No, I hear you. I will say one thing about basketball here in Canada is the one thing that sounds really dope, or not sound dope, but what's really looking great, is that university basketball looks like it's on a rise. I think the talent.
I think
here is getting
basketball
so
in general is on a
well,
rise.
yeah, but like I think university basketball here is gonna hit a new wave where people are gonna want to go and watch these games or big the final 8 actually go and watch it if it's at Ryerson or if it's at University of Ottawa or wherever it be. I think that it's really growing because you see some of these schools, it's fucking crazy.
No,
man.
that's facts.
These players ain't a joke. Like I went to Ryerson today and it was like, yo. Looking around, and I was like, if I was a player getting recruited by Ryerson, I would pick Ryerson over a D2 school. Only because I'm just looking at it.
Yeah.
I just look at it and I'm like, if I'm that good of a player, if I can make an impact here and ball out and get attention, why like I'm pretty much now playing the almost same level as D2. Now I'm not dissing on D2 basketball. I think D2 is still like a high level. But I think Canadian basketball stepped up.
I would say that Canadian, like the top Canadian universities here, are good enough to beat the bottom feeders of D1. I will say that.
Okay.
I remember when Duke faced off against Carleton like a couple years ago, and Carleton was, I mean, they still are, but like Carleton was disgusting 5 years ago. Like they had won everything, like literally every trophy you could have win in a 5 year span. Like it was just amazing to watch if you follow like the CIS. But saying all that, like they got slapped by Duke, so
Yeah.
like you never know what could happen. I know it's a different level now. Players are a lot more prepped for what the next level is gonna be like.
Right.
So the level of competition is just a lot higher than it's ever been. But yo, Canada in general is just growing,
It's dope. Man.
and you know you already knew that once the Raptors won that championship.
Nah, I was going before that.
It was yeah no, but
But, you
now
know,
it's
like, what the
now it's
championship is,
like woo.
It's almost like, okay, basketball is actually alive here. I think the world has taken notice, so people are definitely giving us more respect. So it's really dope. I just like where things are headed.
I think the world is giving us respect, but stupid ass states still doesn't.
America don't love nobody. Like
Yo,
America,
bro, we'd have to win
America
like
kinda
we'd
reminds
have
us
to
of
win
some
like
people.
as many as the Lakers would have to win before they'd be like, oh wait, Toronto's still in the league? What?
See, America kind of reminds you of a couple people I know that, you know, they don't like to, you know, they gotta have their little disrespect. They don't think, you know, they're like, oh, Canada, nah, Canada, like, yeah, you're cool and everything, but like, you guys ain't ready for that. You guys ain't ready for that level. That's what I think. Some people in America have that mindset, and it's great that now with basketball how it's expanded. Like you look at Europe, you look at Asia, and how it's killing. I mean, it's literally killing Asia, but that's different. It's different now, right? Basketball's a sport where all over the place. It's not just America. You can find a superstar like Doncic or like RJ in different
Anywhere.
places. You don't have to be
Anywhere now.
from New York or from Florida. None of that. You can be a
No, but I think you see it in the Rising Stars game too. The
Yeah.
world versus US. I think like what
What a
four,
game again.
okay, this year the US won again.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I will say this, like 4 years ago, this wasn't even like when they first bought it in that first year. I think Wiggins was the best player on Team International because apparently Canada is not North America. But whatever the case is, and he won MVP and they won that year. But after that, it's been like US, but all close games.
Yeah.
Usually it's blowouts. Like usually, like they're just like the US is like, what is this? But now it's.
Yo,
I'm
you
glad,
can't
man.
sleep on the world no more, man. You cannot sleep on the world no more. That's a true fact. It's different out here now. But what are you gonna say? The basketball. I was supposed to talk about what these teams, but I forgot. I always forget these things. That's the problem. all the time. I need like a.
What did you want to talk about though? Like, there's a lot of things we could talk. The NBA is full of things we could talk.
No,
about.
we have another point I was supposed to remember. Getting to it. Sorry, people. I'm sorry. We gotta get to it. It was based on, you know, what's happening in the West, and how the top 6 teams are going at it, and how remarkable, like how crazy it is that teams like OKC is still winning, and like just seeing how these like teams that no one expected to be where they are, just killing. Like, I just find it crazy. Like you look at OKC dominating. You look at Dallas. Look at Luka Porzingis. You see what them motherfuckers did the other night? But-
I told you this. I said once Porzingis gets his legs back, there's gonna be a problem, and it's perfect time now. It's the almost the end of the season, like third quarter of it, whatever down.
And it shows how important it is as a basketball player that, like, it doesn't matter if you're a superstar or not. It's all about your effort and the culture you're built in. Like, you can see the teams that are having success, like, the coaches are starting to get it right. But I wanted to get, I remember the point now. So, I think you know what happened today when I say coaches, right? Kenny Atkinson.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
I don't understand. I tried to look it up. It wasn't much on it. I think it was just a mutual understanding.
Well, what does that mean?
Mutual understanding to me is bullshit.
No, mutual understanding means he got fired, and they told him
Yeah.
we don't want to fire you because we have respect for you as a coach. So quit. And he said, okay, I'll quit.
I think Kyrie
no-
and KD has something to do with that.
Yeah, for sure. They must have looked at me like, yo, this guy ain't gonna win a championship, and I don't even know the coach, the interim coach, whatever, if he's gonna stay. So
Jacques Vaughn. I don't even know. He coached for the Magic not too long ago. He was shit.
bro,
Like, I ain't trying to diss on no coach because, like, we coaches, I ain't trying to diss. He was pretty shit. Like, I think he did a terrible job in Orlando because Orlando's been bad for a long time.
yeah,
it's just one of those where how do you go from having a guy that was an up and coming coach with a bright mind to having mutual agreement to cut it, or AKA fired? Like like as coaches, I feel like there's always this pressure on us to always perform and give the right results, or we get thrown in the face. Like this man developed a great system in Brooklyn. Like they're in seventh.
Without
They're in seventh.
Kyrie and
What?
KD this year.
Out their two best players. Their best player is
It's Karis LeVert.
Karis LeVert,
But
and the
he's
man's
nasty,
balling.
But he's nasty. He's nasty.
But that's my thing. Like it doesn't make sense. Like you have
They have Spencer and Jared.
they have ballers on the team, and yet
That's
they
what I
can't-
didn't
they-
understand. That's what I said this off season. I even said I swear one of our episodes I even said I don't understand why you go in. Like if they kept D'Angelo Russell, you keep Karis LeVert, you keep Spencer. Yo, that team would have
I
been
don't know.
nasty.
Okay, here's
Yo,
my thing.
I know what it is. I know what it's the win mentality. The win now mentality is. Yo, we're getting two really good players, so we're not gonna back away from that. Like I'm not gonna like if I'm a GM of any team, if I'm getting KD after a year even and Kyrie still like.
Take KD.
I'm still gonna take them, but like for me, I don't know, like some GMs, you'd kind of still be great, but well, that's whatever the case. Now he's gone, but I think they still need to hire somebody that's actually gonna be like good to their system. You know what I mean? It can't be this guy, whoever the hell he is, unless they're.
No, he's not gonna stay as the coach, man. I think they just have him there for the rest of the season. I just never seen that where a team's in a playoff position. I think something must have happened between him and the team in terms of direction.
Yeah, probably.
I think they hit him with something to say like, you know, like, oh, we're getting ready for next year, so fuck all that shit. And he probably said like, no, I want to compete. I want things around my way. And they said, okay, we're going with our star players. Goodbye. As it is for most coaches, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I think Nick Nurse actually caught like he's the one guy that was like, yo, I bought the best property on the lot because he was in a situation where they were looking for pretty much someone just to be the better coach, right? They was looking for someone to come, like it was already built what they had. They just needed someone to come direct this team going forward to go over top, like Steve Kerr did for the Warriors.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a luxury of him for him and Steve Kerr to get the position they did. But for coaches like Kenny Atkinson, because I feel for me, because you know, as coaches, you know, when we build teams up and we build them nice, then people want to come and destroy them and run things their way, and that's what's happening in Brooklyn. So I feel very bad for Kenny. If I had to look at somewhere that he can get hired though,
Yeah.
I think I would say
Don't say Minnesota. It's not bad actually.
this one wouldn't be a bad option.
But I know they want to
But,
keep Saunders
no.
there still, because he's like young.
Yeah,
and
no,
all
he's
that.
a young coach.
And I get it, he's trying his best, but if it's still not working, like you have D'Lo and Towns, and they're still not getting, all right, I think it's time. It's no longer a player that's the problem. It's clearly right. And
No,
then
no, facts.
if they bring in D-Book, if that's a possibility, if they end up doing
I
that,
don't know about that.
if they end up doing that, then they gotta for sure get a proper coach, because then you can't have this young guy trying to do his thing with all these three guys.
True.
We're
I
trying
think
to win.
I think Kenny needs to go somewhere where he can. How do I say it? Kenny needs to go somewhere he can do exactly what he did in Brooklyn, but this time make sure it's a long-term shit. If there was a team I was thinking, just maybe the Pelicans.
No, I think I will.
Alvin Gentry's
okay.
doing a great job.
Yeah, you can't.
But sooner or later, this team's gonna need someone to take them over top.
They're okay. So I'll say the thing about the Pelicans is it's where they go. It's the direction they're going in, right?
Yeah.
So this year they decided not to trade anybody at the deadline. They decided not to go back and trade JJ, and they kept all these guys because they realistically thought a playoff push was gonna happen when Zion came back, and rightfully so.
Yeah, no,
They definitely did that. It's what's gonna happen next year, because you look at players like Lonzo, and you look at players like Brandon Ingram. Okay, so now there's a big comparison. So Lonzo still has, I think this is Lonzo's one more year, right? Until his rookie year is done, and then you have Brandon Ingram, who's a free agent this year.
Isn't he drafted in
No, 17. So this would be. So Lonzo still got one more year because Brandon was drafted the year before him, no, in 16.
This is 30 years.
So and then he's becoming a free agent. So Brandon's a free agent now. He's a restricted free agent, but obviously, the NBA is he could still walk out of New Orleans. If they keep that, and obviously you're gonna still have Zion. That's a nice big three to go forward.
Well, it's a
I
big
just
three
don't. I
regardless.
just don't think that getting rid of Alvin Gentry's unless they have a couple seasons and they're still doing bad, then sure.
Well, that's if Kenny's still out there, but I mean, it would
he's
be
not.
a nice
He's
spot
not
for
gonna
it.
be there. But
Because it's a spot where they're still trying to grow, but like it's a winning environment. Because in Brooklyn, that's what it was. They were growing, but they were winning. So he's that type of coach I think that can change a program and make it into a winning program after a while.
yeah,
Right? Like he could be like, okay, we're losing, and I'll come in and we'll have this kind of philosophy. Boom, that's how we do it. Like he's a Nick Nurse coming up type coach. Because that's what he was really doing, right? Like, development, but hey, we're still stars out here. We can still hoop. Like, but there's not much other teams you can really say. Like, who else is really out there that you can say? I mean, other than New York, I think New York would be perfect. Like, honestly, I thinking about it, like, the Knicks actually make sense.
they do. It would probably make the most sense just because they're the out of town rival and stuff. But I don't know, like. I don't even know. I really, with the Knicks, it's just like I don't want them to be a franchise anymore. Like I hate
I feel
talking
you.
about them, yo.
Sell the Knicks!
Or at least
So,
fire
the
James.
Knicks.
Just fire James, though.
Please, NBA,
Like,
investigate this man.
I know
yeah?
you're not gonna like sell the biggest market team. There's not like that's not gonna happen.
No,
right?
it's
I get that part, but you're not. It's about time the owner got fired or let
Right.
go of or said because with what's his name with the Clippers guy. They just forced him. They're like, nah,
What's his
bro,
name?
you're racist as hell. You're selling this
name?
team. You know what
Can't
I mean?
remember his fucking name.
But-
Donald Sterling.
Yeah, that's how much of a waste
Donald
man he
Trump's
was, bro.
cousin.
Another Donald, eh?
Another Donald.
But-
But,
yeah.
but no, like he was terrible. Like they will investigate this man because he's just ruining the Knicks. But Kenny Atkinson could save the Knicks because I think he fits that criteria. I think he'll be the next type. He's a Pat Riley. Realistically, that's what I want to say. He's that type of coach that's like I can come and build. I'm gonna come and build and get this up. And that's what Pat Riley did for the Knicks when he left the Lakers when they were Showtime.
Yeah.
He left the Showtime, came to the Knicks, boom, made that team in the 90s a top 3 team in the East.
I will say that was a year that the draft was.
I don't
So
care.
there's a lot of things
yeah,
that said Patrick
okay,
Ewing shouldn't have gone
yeah.
to the Knicks. Come on.
That's fine. They got RJ Barrett this time, so it works out in this
What?
scenario. Okay.
That was like 20 years.
I'm
30
talking about
years
Kenny
ago.
Atkinson coming in and trying
I'm
to
just
reconnect
trying to
that.
say yo, sometimes with luck, yo, that's.
Well, of course. I mean, luck is always part of the equation, man. But I really think that
Is that what what's his name's gonna be? The president, David Griffin. Is he gonna end up being the next Pat Riley for New Orleans?
I think he's just a president that's making his own name because.
Nah, but he's made some good decisions.
Yeah, but he's on the Messiah path. You know what I mean?
No,
But,
but okay, but regardless,
he's on his own path, really. I can't even say Messiah. I think
Okay,
he's done his own thing.
But like that's what I mean. Like, will he become one of those executives that's like, oh shit, yo, David Griffin? Yeah.
I think he knows he's gonna be known as an executive that knows how to use the players that he has,
Yeah, I hear that.
right? Because he had the luxury of having LeBron, but he knew how to handle that situation, how to build around him. And then you had him now in New Orleans. He's got Zion, and he's handling that situation very well because it's turning out to be a great situation. So
Well,
I
that
think
was a
going
nice
forward-
gift from the NBA.
Yeah, no, it really was. But yeah, no, I think this.
I think we should conclude this episode of the pull.
I think you should shut up. No, I'm playing.
Why are you so weird all the time?
Because
Like,
I've been weird.
I know that, but like all the time, like there's no
Yes.
reason. Like,
Yes, there's a big reason.
No, like we're on camera. Like at least act like
Alright.
okay, fine. If you don't want to act normal for them, that's fine. You know,
This is me. Stop this.
just be normal for like the president.
So you want me to be normal like at all times?
Just no. I just want you to sit like this all times, with your back straight and your head like this. Relax.
I'm sitting strike.
I did not mean it like
Normal.
that.
Anyways, that's it for y'all on the pull up. Thank y'all for tuning in for this one. This is our first car series, so it's gonna be lit. We're gonna continue to do episodes like that. We got people that will have players, former athletes, coaches, everybody that you can name that will try to have on this and just talk basketball and just try to pick each other's brains and
Exactly.
go from there. So thank y'all. Subscribe.
Do all that. You guys know that.
Yeah, you already
I know
that.
we haven't put out content in a while.
We
so,
haven't. And
and that's just on us. We've been
mad busy.
But,
we're definitely gonna make an effort to give out more content to you guys going forward. But one big thing we gotta say, of course, because we have not had a chance to say it, R.I.P. to the GOAT.
We'll talk about it on our episode.
On our next episode, but we still want to show
But,
appreciate
yeah,
love
for
to the man.
sure. I think that's been one of those.
Other than that, yo, we're gonna keep that Mamba mentality out here. We keep it strong. So thank y'all. Tune in for the next episode. Peace.